Elon Musk, a name synonymous with disruptive innovation and audacious ambition, landed quietly in Ouagadougou, the capital of Burkina Faso. This wasn't a public tour. This was a strategic move, a calculated play by the titan of technology. His vision? To establish Tesla's first African factory, a jewel of modern industry. In return, he sought favorable terms, tax breaks, land concessions, and crucially, access to the nation's mineral wealth. Musk, accustomed to a world where his wealth and influence opened any door, believed the young African leader, Captain Ibrahim Traoré, would be easily swayed. He was mistaken. President Traoré, a youthful but resolute figure, represented a new wave of African leadership. His nation, while facing economic challenges, was rich in spirit and a growing sense of self-reliance. He wasn't starstruck by Musk's celebrity or his billions. For Traoré, the stakes were far higher than a factory. They were about the dignity and future of his people, about proving that Africa could forge its own path. The inciting incident was Musk's grand proposal, laid out with confident precision in a private meeting. He painted a picture of jobs, infrastructure, and progress, all bearing the Tesla insignia. But then came plot point one. President Traoré didn't just listen, he challenged. He calmly, yet firmly, rejected Musk's premise. "Mr. Musk," he began, his voice even, "we appreciate your interest. However, Burkina Faso is not waiting for a savior." He then revealed a surprise. Young engineers in his country were already innovating, building electric vehicles from recycled materials. "We have our own fire," Traoré stated, a direct counter to Musk's implicit offer to bring the light of Western industry. The billionaire's well-rehearsed pitch had just hit a wall of unexpected principle. Musk, momentarily thrown off balance, regrouped. He was a negotiator, after all. He played his trump card, a direct investment. $1 billion, Musk offered, to kickstart this venture. He likely expected this figure to awe, to clear any remaining obstacles. But President Traoré didn't flinch. Instead, he intensified the challenge. "Africa must come first, Mr. Musk," he stated, his gaze unwavering. "If you truly wish to partner with us, it will be under African leadership. You will follow our lead, not impose yours." The room grew heavy with unspoken tension. This wasn't a negotiation Musk was accustomed to. The terms were being dictated to him. Musk, sensing the deal slipping and perhaps concerned about the optics of this unexpected resistance, requested that the meeting remain confidential. This was a standard play for him: control the narrative. But Traoré had another surprise, a masterstroke of transparency that would become a defining moment. He revealed that their entire conversation had been recorded. For the sake of transparency and for our people to understand, he explained, though the underlying message was clear. There would be no secret deals, no quiet capitulation. The power dynamic had irrevocably shifted. Musk, the global icon, was no longer pulling the strings. His frustration was palpable. The conflict was no longer just about a factory. It was a clash of worldviews: global capital versus national sovereignty, perceived superiority versus unshakable self-respect. The climax arrived not with a bang, but with a digital whisper that grew into a roar. As a visibly dejected Musk departed Burkina Faso, a photograph of him, looking defeated, surfaced online. Soon after, news of his rejected proposal began to circulate. Then, the Burkinabe government released a carefully edited 2-minute video of the encounter. The world heard President Traoré's calm but powerful words: Africa comes first. If you want to help, you don't lead, you follow. The video went viral globally. Elon Musk, the man who could move markets with a tweet, was publicly humbled. He had learned, or rather, the world had witnessed, that his checkbook couldn't conquer every frontier. For President Traoré, it was a validation. He emerged as a symbol of principled leadership, a David who had stood firm against a Goliath of industry, not with slingshots, but with clarity and conviction. The audience, particularly across Africa and the developing world, felt a surge of satisfaction. This was more than just a news story, it was an affirmation. In the days that followed, President Traoré addressed his nation and the world. His final message resonated deeply. We are not poor. We are systematically robbed. We are not underdeveloped. We are systematically blocked. We are not waiting. We are building our way. He called for the celebration of Africa's own innovators, its own fire. The new normal was a palpable shift. A wave of pride swept across Africa. Support for local tech startups and initiatives grew. Traoré's stand sent an undeniable message. Africa was not for sale. Its dignity had no price tag, and it was ready to lead its own journey into the future. For Musk, it was a bitter public lesson, a stark reminder that true influence isn't just bought, it must be earned through genuine respect. What do you think about this encounter and President Traoré's stance? Share your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe for more stories that challenge perspectives.